Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Valley Breakfast. It's Paul Jenkins here. And now it's not often that I get to talk about one of my favourite pastimes, which is going down the pub. And one of the things about the pub is it's a really important place for building community spirit. And did you know that 3/4 of pub managers know more people locally than an average resident? It's amazing the connection that they can make. And I'm really pleased this morning to be able to talk to a real life pub landlord. Terry, good morning.
Good morning.
And somebody you may well know, a certain barmaid by the name of Eva. Well, in real life, she's known as Catherine Tyldesley. Good morning, Catherine. How are you doing?
Morning. Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm all good, thank you. It's a nice, decent enough day in the Rossendale Valley this morning. The weather changes constantly, but we're all good. Now, this new campaign to get people connecting back with their local communities and their pub landlords. It's a real thing that actually pub landlords know their area more than most other people, don't they?
That's correct.
And I mean, you'll be able to say
Terry.
Terry's the best person to talk about this to start with. I mean, Terry, how do you make that local connection?
It's just getting to know our locals, having a chat to them over the bar, and just getting out and about and getting involved in as much activity in the community as you can.
Excellent. So it's about sort of just being a kind of working part of things. And Catherine, there's a new campaign to kind of almost give like the knowledge that a cabbie would have in a big city, to actually kind of give that training to pub landlords, isn't there?
Yeah. So Green King local pubs have had the most amazing idea. Obviously, pubs, your local, it is a community hub. Landlords and landladies have been, a huge part of the community, pillars of the community, if you will, for hundreds of years. And what they've enabled them to do is really push forward with that community spirit. And this extra training that they've given to landlords and landladies, the thing that I was most impressed with is that, for example, enables them to spot signs of anxiety and depression in customers. For a lot of customers, I think having the past 18 months, all the hardships that we've been through, for many customers, that time at the pub might have been their only time that they see other people. Yeah. It's a huge social aspect of their lives. And of course, after being locked down for so long, we're now in a huge mental health crisis. So I think the idea behind it is absolutely brilliant, that they're enabling trusted landlords and landladies, these pillars of the community, to help spot these warning signs. Is wonderful and can make a massive difference, could literally save somebody's life. I think that is wonderful.
It is a fantastic thing, and it's and also the really lovely thing is it's offering support to landlords as well, to kind of get some kind of memory tricks almost to kind of get you going. It's kind of approaching it in a slightly fun way. And Terry, you've probably got regular customers that you get to know their personal stories, don't you?
Oh, 100%. We locals will come in, they tell us what's going on with their family, what's going on at work, any concerns they've got, and you can time your day by certain customers coming in at 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock and what drink they're going to have for the day, and you can just tell their mood swings of how their day's going. So, and this new kit Green King come up with is great for us to give us the more confidence to be able to, and the more knowledge to get to know more about your locals and your community.
It is because we spoke to some local landlords actually before we started talking to you this morning, and a lot of them said that there is training and there's various licensing things that you have to go through, and there's that helps you with the nuts and bolts of how to run a pub. But actually, this is about personal relationships and building those personal relationships. I mean, Catherine, you're somebody who's obviously a trained actor, and we know you from Corrie, we know you from Strictly. You've got that confidence to be able to do that. Is it always, do you think, easy for landlords to be able to make those personal connections, or are there things that they could do that are in this kit bag of ideas?
I think what's wonderful is to become a landlord or landlady. You are a people person. You have to be, and you have to be passionate about your job. You have to love it, because it's one of the most hardworking jobs out there. But I think this toolkit that they're being supplied with is a wonderful thing. It's giving them new ideas how to, make the pub even more of a community hub, which is more crucial than ever, especially after what we've all been through. And for them to have those tools, sometimes they might be like, oh, Bob didn't seem right today. He's a bit down. He's a bit this. This has enabled them now to have the correct training, to be able to point, Bob in the right direction, or whoever it might be, in terms of if their mental health is struggling, for example, or in terms of getting people to socialise who are perhaps very timid, they might be lonely, they might be really shy. This enables the landlords and landladies to say, oh, do you know what, we're doing this on Saturday, or we've got an event on Friday and we'd love you to come, and this will happen and that'll happen. And I think that is just completely priceless. I think it's a wonderful thing that it's our turn to give something back now, because the hospitality sector, pubs in particular, have really been hit hard this past couple of years. And I think it's crucial that we get behind our landlords and landladies and give them the support they need now. With this campaign, I think it's a brilliant step in the right direction.
It is, because your local pub is such a vibrant place, and you might have all sorts of events that people might be able to access, quiz nights or open mic evenings or a performance of some kind going on. If we can bring people back in and just build that sense of community, I think that's going to help us all kind of get over the last 2 years and see if we can get back to some sort of sense of normality with each other. It's been lovely talking to you both this morning. And like a good pub jukebox, you've already put your 20p's in. Thank you very much for giving us Terry Kings of Leon to open this segment. You a big fan?
Oh yeah, I love Kings of Leon.
And Catherine, you've chosen to play us out with a bit of Ed Sheeran. Ed is, he's on the up and up, isn't he?
Oh, he's amazing. Absolutely adore a bit of Ed. So thank you for playing him.
No, that's good. Right. Well, thank you very much. And everybody, get yourself to your local pubs. Just out of interest, if pub landlords want to find out more about the new Green King toolkit, how do they? Where do they head?
They could look at the Green King website, Green King local pubs. There'll be information on there.
Fantastic.
You can also find your local pub on there as well.
Terry Rigg and Catherine Tyldesley, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Here's a bit of Ed Sheeran to play us out.